Over 12 billion rounds of 9mm ammunition are produced every single year, feeding the most dominant handgun cartridge the world has ever known, with virtually every major firearms manufacturer producing their own version of a 9mm pistol. Choosing the right one can feel absolutely overwhelming. But here's the thing, certain models have risen above the noise, earned their reputation through decades of service, and proven themselves in the hands of everyone from Navy SEALs to everyday carriers. Today, we're counting down the 10 best 9mm handguns on the planet, and the number one pick might genuinely surprise you. Let's get into it. Number 10. Glock 19. We're starting this list with what many consider the Swiss Army knife of the handgun world, the Glock 19. Now, this wasn't actually the first pistol that Glock ever produced. That honor belongs to the Glock 17. But the 19 has gone on to become far and away the most popular model in their entire lineup, and a strong case can be made that it's the single best Glock ever manufactured. What makes it so special comes down to one word: versatility. This is a pistol that genuinely does everything well. It works as a concealed carry weapon. It works as a home defense firearm. It works as a duty weapon. It fills roles that typically require completely different guns. The Glock 19 sits in that compact sweet spot with a 4-inch barrel and an overall length of just over 7 inches. It's not a pocket pistol by any stretch, but it's small enough to disappear under a jacket and large enough to shoot comfortably at the range all afternoon. Police departments and military units across the globe have adopted this pistol, and the reason is dead simple. It works. Every single time you pull the trigger, it goes bang. The Glock 19 doesn't try to impress you with bells and whistles. It impresses you by being accurate, well-made, and absurdly reliable under virtually any condition you throw at it. That kind of dependability earns a spot on this list without question. Number 9. Browning High Power. Coming in at number 9 is a pistol that was genuinely revolutionary, the Browning High Power. This firearm earns its place on this list not just for what it is, but for what it started. Used by more than 90 countries around the world, the High Power was one of the original Wonder 9s, a term that described 9mm handguns offering a high magazine capacity at a time when most pistols were limited to single-stack designs holding far fewer rounds. When this gun hit the scene, it changed the conversation about what a 9mm service pistol could be. The single-action only trigger is a direct callback to the iconic 1911 platform. It's light and smooth, breaking cleanly and evenly every time. The reset is remarkably short and delivers that satisfying tactile and audible click that experienced shooters love to feel. But beyond the mechanics, there's the sheer comfort factor. The High Power fits in the hand like it was sculpted there. The ergonomics are among the best ever designed, and that's not nostalgia talking. Modern shooters who pick one up for the first time are still genuinely impressed. Here's where it gets even more interesting though. The Browning High Power served as direct inspiration for the CZ75, another legendary pistol that appears later on this very list. The design DNA of the High Power lives on in dozens of features found on modern handguns today. It didn't just earn a place in firearms history, it helped write it. Number 8. CZ75B. Speaking of the CZ75, this Czech masterpiece slides in at number 8. The CZ75B is widely regarded as one of the most fascinating handgun designs to emerge from Europe, and for good reason. Many European firearms engineers have historically prioritized pure function over aesthetics, producing weapons that work flawlessly but don't exactly win beauty contests. The CZ75 threw that philosophy out the window. It merged function with form to create something that shoots beautifully and looks gorgeous doing it. Many enthusiasts consider it the finest pistol CZ has ever produced. What truly sets the CZ75 apart from its competition is a unique engineering decision. The slide rails sit inside the frame rather than outside. This might sound like a minor detail, but it has a dramatic effect on performance. It positions the bore axis significantly lower than most handguns, which directly reduces muzzle flip during firing. The practical result is that rapid follow-up shots are easier to control and noticeably more accurate. Competition shooters figured this out decades ago, and the CZ75 remains a favorite in shooting sports worldwide. The ergonomics are exceptional as well. The slim grip hides a magazine that holds 16 rounds of 9mm, and the pistol sits naturally in the hand without requiring any adjustment. The trigger pull is smooth and predictable, delivering an especially crisp break in single-action mode. For those who carry, it holsters cleanly and rides comfortably in both inside the waistband and outside the waistband configurations. European police and military forces have made this pistol a staple of their arsenals, and it continues earning new fans every year. Number 7. S&W M&P Shield. Number 7 brings us into dedicated concealed carry territory with the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. This pistol is an extension of the popular military and police line, but it carves out its own identity by going in a very specific direction. It's a single-stack firearm designed from the ground up for concealment. That single-stack magazine is the key design decision here because it makes the weapon thinner, lighter, and dramatically easier to carry all day without printing through clothing. The numbers tell the story perfectly. A short 3.1-inch barrel gives you solid performance and a respectable sight radius for a gun this compact. The overall length comes in at just 6.1 inches, and the whole package weighs a mere 20 ounces. Those are the kind of dimensions that let you carry comfortably whether you're wearing a tucked dress shirt or a casual jacket. You almost forget it's there, which is exactly the point of a concealed carry weapon. But here's what really elevates the Shield above other micro-compact options. It actually shoots well. Despite its small size and thin grip profile, the recoil is remarkably manageable. Follow-up shots come fast and stay on target, which means accurate double taps happen with very little effort. A lot of ultra-compact pistols sacrifice shootability for concealability. The M&P Shield refuses to make that trade. It handles well, carries comfortably, and has absolutely proven its place among the best dedicated concealed carry handguns money can buy. Number 6. Springfield XDM Competition Series. At number 6, we shift gears entirely with the Springfield XDM Competition Series. The entire XD lineup is one of the most versatile handgun families on the market, but the XDM Competition model with its 5.25-inch barrel occupies a truly special place. That extended barrel delivers an excellent sight radius, which translates directly into easier, more precise shooting, especially at longer distances where shorter-barreled pistols start to struggle. The sights deserve their own mention here. The XDM Competition model comes equipped with adjustable rear sights paired with a bright orange fiber optic front sight. That front sight is incredibly easy to pick up in both full daylight and low light conditions, which matters enormously when fractions of a second count. Whether you're transitioning between targets in a competition stage or acquiring a sight picture under stress, that bright fiber optic dot draws your eye exactly where it needs to go. Now, even if competitive shooting isn't on your radar at all, the XDM makes a compelling case for home defense and general self-defense. The flush-fit magazine holds an impressive 19 rounds of 9mm, giving you serious capacity without any extended base plate sticking out. For a full-size polymer-framed handgun, the XDM Competition model is genuinely difficult to beat. It delivers match-grade accuracy potential in a package that remains practical for defensive use. That kind of dual-purpose capability is rare and valuable. Number 5. SIG Sauer P226. Halfway through the list at number 5, and we've arrived at a genuine legend, the SIG Sauer P226. This pistol has one of the most fascinating backstories in modern firearms history. It came heartbreakingly close to becoming the standard issue sidearm of the United States military, ultimately losing that contract to Beretta by the narrowest of margins. But defeat only redirected its destiny. The P226 bounced back in spectacular fashion when it was selected as the sidearm of choice for the Navy SEALs, arguably the most elite special operations unit on the planet. When the best of the best choose your weapon, that tells you everything you need to know. The P226 features an all-metal frame with double and single action capability. That all-steel construction pays enormous dividends in recoil management. The weight of the gun simply absorbs the energy of each shot, making recoil feel almost trivial. This allows the shooter to fire rapidly while maintaining excellent accuracy, which is precisely the kind of performance that elite military operators demand. The SEALs recognize this potential immediately, and the P226 has served them faithfully through some of the most demanding combat operations in modern history. From frontline military service to protecting a family home, the SIG P226 covers the full spectrum of defensive roles with absolute confidence. It's a combat-proven handgun that continues to earn respect and loyalty from everyone who runs it. Number 4. Walther P99. Number 4 is a pistol that carries serious pop culture credentials alongside genuinely innovative engineering, the Walther P99 AS. Walther earned worldwide fame as the provider of a certain fictional British spy's sidearm throughout decades of films and novels. The P99 appeared alongside that character in several installments, cementing the Walther name in popular culture. But strip away the Hollywood glamour, and you'll find a firearm that absolutely earns its spot among the elite on pure technical merit alone. The P99 is a striker-fired handgun, but it operates with a completely unique action that separates it from virtually every other striker-fired pistol on the market. Instead of using a partially cocked striker like most modern designs, the P99 employs a true double and single action system. This type of operation is common enough in hammer-fired weapons, but in a striker-fired platform, it's genuinely rare. The practical benefit is significant. If a round fails to ignite on the first strike, the P99 allows the shooter to pull the trigger again for a second strike attempt. Most striker-fired guns simply cannot do this without manually cycling the slide. Beyond that unique capability, the trigger itself is outstanding. The single-action pull is light and crisp, delivering clean breaks that make precise shooting feel effortless. The double-action pull is slightly longer but remains impressively light and consistent, and the reset distance is absurdly short, roughly 1/8 of an inch. The moment you release pressure on the trigger, it's already reset and ready for the next shot. That kind of mechanical refinement puts the P99 in a class that very few competitors can touch. Number 3. Beretta 92 FS. The bronze medal position goes to a pistol that has literally been around the world and back, the Beretta 92 FS. The Model 92 has served as Beretta's flagship handgun for decades, and it earned its greatest distinction when it beat out the SIG P226 to become the United States military's general issue sidearm back in 1985. Since that adoption, the Beretta has traveled to every corner of the globe, serving in brutal heat, freezing cold, sand, mud, and every harsh condition a combat environment can produce. Through all of it, the 92 FS has functioned. The 92 FS is the most common variant of the Model 92, though several specialized versions exist for different applications. Outside of military service, the Beretta has been adopted by countless police departments both domestically and internationally. Its track record in law enforcement is nearly as impressive as its military service, but the statistic that truly drives home this pistol's reliability is almost hard to believe. During military testing, the Beretta 92 averaged 1,500 rounds between stoppages. To put that in perspective, the vast majority of handgun owners will never fire 17,500 rounds through a single weapon in their entire lifetime. That level of mechanical endurance is extraordinary. The Beretta 92 FS has earned its reputation through decades of proven service under the most demanding conditions on Earth. It's not trendy, it's not flashy, and it doesn't need to be. It simply works, and it has the service record to prove it beyond any reasonable doubt. Number 2. Heckler Koch VP9. Just missing the top spot at number 2 is the Heckler Koch VP9, a pistol that delivers premium German engineering at a surprisingly accessible price point within the HK family. The first thing that strikes you when you pick up a VP9 is the visual design. The sleek lines and graceful proportions give it an almost elegant appearance that stands out in a market full of blocky polymer frames. But aesthetics only get you so far, and the VP9 backs up its good looks with substance. The grip ergonomics are nothing short of exceptional. The handle contours feel like they were designed specifically for your hand, providing a secure and comfortable purchase that inspires confidence from the first moment. The trigger continues the premium experience. It's light, crisp, and short, making accurate shooting feel almost effortless. Seasoned shooters and newcomers alike consistently report that the VP9 is one of the easiest handguns to shoot well right out of the box. There's also a clever engineering feature that deserves attention. The VP9 incorporates a gas retardation system that meaningfully reduces felt recoil during firing. This technology traces its lineage back to the original HK P7, the pistol that first put Heckler Koch on the map as an innovative force in handgun design. The reduced recoil makes extended shooting sessions more comfortable and allows faster follow-up shots with greater accuracy. For a fixed barrel design, the shooting experience is remarkably smooth. The VP9 scores consistently high marks among enthusiasts and reviewers alike, and it's genuinely difficult to find a significant weakness in the package. Number 1. Ruger SR9. And claiming the top position on this entire list is a choice that might catch some people off guard, the Ruger SR9. Compared to legendary names like SIG, Beretta, and Heckler Koch, the SR9 is a relative newcomer to the 9mm semi-automatic market. But don't let that fool you for a second, because this pistol has rapidly earned a devoted following for very good reasons. Built on a lightweight polymer frame, the SR9 strikes an impressive balance between portability and shootability. It's well balanced in the hand, comfortable to grip, and genuinely easy to shoot accurately. These qualities combine to make it one of the most approachable, full-featured 9mm handguns available, which is precisely why so many shooters consider it the finest pistol Ruger currently produces. The trigger is where the SR9 truly shines brightest. The pull is remarkably smooth and consistent, delivering a shooting experience that many competing designs, including models that have been on the market for decades longer, still haven't managed to match. For a production striker-fired pistol at this price point, the trigger quality is genuinely exceptional. The safety system is thoughtfully designed as well, incorporating both a manual thumb safety and a trigger safety that must both be disengaged before the weapon will fire. This dual safety approach provides an extra layer of security that makes the SR9 particularly appealing for concealed carry, where simplicity and confidence in your safety mechanisms matter enormously. There's also a point of pride worth mentioning. Ruger manufactures the SR9 at their facility in Prescott, Arizona, making this an American-made firearm through and through. For those who value supporting domestic manufacturing and want to carry something built on home soil, the SR9 delivers on that front as well. It combines outstanding ergonomics, a best-in-class trigger, smart safety features, and reliable American craftsmanship into one compelling package, and that's exactly why it earns the #1 spot. That's it for today, folks. See you in the next video.